this light though. That's what I need. I can use this Bible. That's what I can use. I'll tell you, that's gonna be the next thing that I do. It's gonna be number one. He was number one. Okay, so I'm probably gonna complain about this view, but it doesn't matter because this isn't for you. It's just more for me. I'm not tripping, but yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. You know, stay. I think you'll stay. I think you'll be all right. So, praise the Lord, praise Yeshua, praise the King. Um, I know this view is like, but I'm not tripping. I'm really not tripping on it. So when it comes to like Trump and you know and all these things and everything else, I don't think people understand that we are like at the cusp, at like it's like the right at the corner of war. And I mean, I really don't be talking about it no more because it's not a big thing. I mean, to me, honestly, not no more. Like I used to be kind of like a warrior. Like I used to worry about it. But I mean, once you get to like a spot where you see that it doesn't matter, like none of these things matter, you start to look at things different. And I mean, yeah, what I don't know what Trump's doing. Like honestly, I don't know what he's doing. Like he's trying to put the tariffs on everybody, but you know, people aren't. They're not gonna go for the tariffs. And I mean, the world's not just gonna stop because we're saying no. That doesn't work like that. And it's like for the for the average person, because I mean, everybody's still living paycheck to paycheck. Like that's that's the thing. It's like downside. You got to downsize so much. Like you got to downsize so much that it kind of does not make sense. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't think it's nothing that the average person. But that's the thing is like with Americans is we like material things. Like we're raised up like that. So to like downsize, like to tell an American to downsize is like dang near like call them a racial slur. Like that's not even something that we think about, and like that's the sad part about it is we don't ever think about downsizing. We don't think about having the nice things. We don't never think about not having those things. Um, I mean, the only people that do like the people that can get away with not having the nice things and all those types of deals, right? Are the people that haven't had it, and it's kind of you know it's just a thing. Like that's my thing is I haven't really had a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't had like crazy extravagant things. I mean I've had things, but I mean, have they been rooted in money? No, they have not. They've been things that I worked for and things that I acquired, but it was never a money or status thing. Like that's like I mean I'll say this the stereotypes and all those types of things like Cadillacs. I can't stand Cadillacs. I just seen a Cadillac the other day. Some kind of Cadillac truck. Just seen it. That was nice, but it was too futuristic, so I didn't like it. Yeah, and I don't want a car, that's all electronic. Where I have no control over the car. That's not what I want. Not at all. That's not something that I want. So yeah, so I can get locked in my car and like die because the car won't let me go. Yeah, nah, not doing that. But I mean, there's so many things. I don't know why. What is? Can I go in here? No, I can't. But I don't know why. I don't see why Trump's still playing with these people. Like I don't see why, especially Putin. I don't see why he's playing with Putin. Like, granted, and then you got to look at it like this too. Like, okay, so Putin already said that he'll bomb Britain or London or that whatever country uh, Putin said he would bomb. He would bomb that so the United States wouldn't help China or help Taiwan, so it gets taken by China. Okay, we know that. We know China is going to have Taiwan. So with that, right? With that's freaking crazy. With China taking Taiwan and say, because I don't know if they're going to do it regardless or not, but say Putin bombed London or wherever he was going to bomb, it doesn't matter that Putin is already at war with U- Ukraine. It doesn't matter. That's just one more thing. He can bomb them, be at war with Ukraine, and when it comes down to a fight with Russia, China is going to back Russia because Russia bombed whoever. That's gonna be the new axis. Like, could you imagine? Whoo-wee. Could you imagine, right? Because I just broke that down. So Russia bombs London and all of them. Let's, let's just say Europe. Europe, NATO and all of them, those guys, right? So we have the East. We have China. We have Russia. India is dealing with China. So that's them. I don't know if Africa would join would join would join Russia and China. I believe that a good amount of countries in Africa would join Russia and China. So either way, that is India, Russia, China. We're not including the I don't know what to call them, the Muslims and the Iraqians and all them cats. We're not even adding that. We're not even talking about them yet. But that's what I'm saying. With just those three, everything's unlocked. Russia's good for oil and got oil. Let them click up with the Saudis. That's all the oil right there. That's pretty much the world's oil. Then you got China that pretty much has everything. The pharmaceuticals is China. Now the other part, India, other part of the pharmaceuticals. Period. So then you have all these people. Uh, Russia's fighting Ukraine, right? And they're actively in war. What if Ukraine just turned coat? What if they turn coat? Like that's my thing. What if they turn coat and was like, okay, we finna just give up to Russia and we're gonna be part of Mother Russia again and let's go attack America. That is a very possible thing because at that point you see the alliance. Like the alliance is already made. Granted, it'd be a whole bunch of like puffing up stuff and things like that, but like I don't think folks be like thinking that it's gonna be on some get down like that. But it will be like that because the whole Biden, his whole term, everybody was coming over here. Everybody, bro. Like, there's the China was coming over here. We got all the all the terrorists. They all of them from everything, every country, all kinds of terrorists. It's coming over here. So you got that too, where they're just kind of doing whatever. That's not a good look. So whenever, so whenever it does pop off, that's going to be a thing. Whenever that pops off, in whatever form, it's gonna that's what it's gonna be. There's no sugarcoating it. Somebody just shooting me. What was that? Okay, but I mean, there's really no getting around it. I just really hope Ukraine doesn't turn coat because that'd be wild work. That'd be that'd be super wild. And then we got silver that's like 44 bucks, 44 and a half. Gold is at 48, which is I mean that's 4,800 for an ounce of gold. Man, that is crazy. Yo, what are they listening to? That is terrible. That is terrible music. I don't know what that is. I tell you, these neighbors be something else. But yeah, the silver and the gold, like how high that is, like skyrocketing. That is crazy. Like, and everybody thought I was crazy because I was telling people years ago. Probably, at this point, it's been like probably like 4 years. I was telling people to buy silver and buy bullets, blah blah blah, buy these things. Oh, you're back. Well, I mean, if real talk, if I got a private prison, I would. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'd have the biggest gang members in there, like the leaders of the clan, and I'm having perverts in there. Yep, all chomos, rapists, and gang leaders. That's what I'm having in there. The gang leaders is going to do what they do and punch on all the other guys, and they already go most likely gonna have life, so they just gonna be in there doing what they do. Sounds rough, but you know, hey, kuna matata. Um, but yeah, I was telling people to get gold and silver because well, I wasn't telling people to get gold. I said if they could afford gold to get gold. But I mean, everybody can't just go buy gold because that's that's crazy. That's super crazy. Because yeah, I mean back then when I was saying that that was like I think gold was 2400 an ounce. Now it's 3800 an ounce, which is crazy. Yeah, hold on to the silver. Exactly like Ant Farm. You paying gold? That's crazy. Yeah, just keep doing it. Save it. Do not get rid of it. That's like this ring right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can't really. This one right here. I bought this one for 600, and I know now it's probably 1200, something like it. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, 12 grams. That's cool. Yeah, just keep doing it. I mean, because I mean, at the end of the day, like that's like another topic is they are trying to get to the digital dollar, and I don't think people understand what is going to happen with that. That digital dollar is going to be something else. Like, but then people aren't going to understand that there's nothing you can do with it. There is literally nothing you can do with a fake dollar. Granted, our dollar is already nothing. It's not worth anything. I had talked to a guy like some years back, um, and this is on me learning about buying silver and buying gold and stuff like that. So when I can't remember what happened, but there was something that happened. Uh, so I can't remember what happened, but there was something that happened in Biden's in his term, but the price of everything like just like changed dramatically. And I was talking to this guy, and we were talking about the dollar, and I was talking about how how I've been buying silver because I don't trust our dollar. I don't trust the dollar at all. Like there's nothing about the dollar that I trust. And the guy was saying that the dollar is worth 4 cents. And I said, that's crazy that a dollar is worth 4 cents. But that's why everything is so expensive. That's why everything's super expensive because the dollar ain't worth nothing. Um, and then when it goes, I was talking to another dude like a day or two like after I talked to that guy, and this guy does like he does crypto and he does silver and gold, and he we were talking about silver, and I was basically telling him the same thing like I don't trust the dollar, whoop, whoop. And I was like I invest in bullets, Well, I mean, as long as you have like silver, like a silver round, like you'll be all right. Because I mean, that's all you need is like some form of silver. So like that's what I'm saying. Like people don't know that it purifies your water. People don't know that. So like you get a cup or whatever you're drinking, you drop a an ounce of silver in it, and it's gonna purify your water. Crazy. People don't know that though, and that's why they used to use. That's why they used to eat with silver spoons because it kills bacteria. People don't know that. They don't. But that dude has said that silver or the dollar was worth 3 cents, which is crazy. It's crazy. So basically, and like this is like a thing. So if the dollar is worth 3 cents, right? If it's worth 3 pennies, 3 pennies. If you have a penny from I want to say 1982 and older, the copper content in that penny is worth 3 cents. So that 1 penny is worth your dollar. Crazy work. I mean those pennies look different too. Like they look like real pennies. Like they're actually like brown. Well, that's why I believe in having things in different places. Like yeah, the bulk is always going to be somewhere, you know. Then there's always going to be some like on person and on person. So let that be a thing. Here, this is what I have. You're going to think that's all I have. You're going to be happy with that. You're not going to think that I have more somewhere else. You're not. Um, oh man. So I went to what was it? I forgot. It was some kind of some I think it was like a TJ Maxx or something like that. I went with my wife's, and I'm looking at the security guards because the security guards they got like a security vest on, and I'm like looking at them, and I'm like, hold on, baby, I'll be right back. I'm finna go harass the security guards because they ain't got no guns. See, out in Portland, our security guards out there got guns. So I run up to the security guards. I'm like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Talking to him, and I'm like, what kind of plates do you have in your vest? And he was like, I ain't got no plates. And I'm like, what? You ain't got no plates? He's like, nah, I ain't got no plates. And I was like, what's the point in you wearing a carrier if you ain't got no plates? Well, they don't provide them. Why would a job? Why would a company? Why would a company give security a plate carrier with no plates? I poked him in everything. Like I'm stupid. I do dumb shit. But I poked him in everything. I poked his vest and everything. Like just like there ain't no way. Poked it. Nothing. Nothing in the vest. And I'm like, why don't you buy a plate? They're not though. Like steel plates are heavy. Steel plates are heavy. But I mean, for the most part, like plates aren't heavy. So that's like this one right here. This is I don't know. I think I would say this might be 10 pounds. This might be 10 pounds. And I got another one that's like the same thing. This one might be heavier actually. Yeah, this one's heavier. But nah, bro. There's no point in somebody wearing there's no point in somebody wearing a plate or a carrier and not have plates in it. You might as well not wear a carrier because, and I'm just going back to me being um I want to say those are I want to say those are three. Yeah, I want to say those are three, but I'd have to look. So one is, yeah, I ain't gonna get all in detail like that while I'm on here, but either way, it can take some stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, if I was if me being a criminal, not I'm not a criminal anymore. No, it'll stop some stuff. It'll stop some stuff. No, I don't know how much how much it could take, but it can stop some stuff. Uh, but I mean, and it can't stop nothing like too crazy. Um, I think a 308 is like possibly cool, depending on where it's hit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Depending on like what it is, like what kind of round it is too, and like where. But and that's only one. The other one's just like hand braided. But I mean that's still cool. I'm not tripping like that anyway. Uh yeah, man. Like as a criminal, like just thinking as a criminal, I would not, if I'm doing anything illegal and there's somebody that has a vest on, that's the first person I'm gonna aim for. That's the first person I'm gonna hit. So with them having a vest and like it was irritating me because dude was a kid. Like dude might have been like 20, like 22, 23, and like you could tell like his mind was like not, like he thought it was like I was like joking, like being funny, but I was being so serious because me being like already being in the world, if there's any form of whatever, and I know somebody has a vest on, I'm gonna hit that person with the vest because, and this is the because, you wearing a vest, you get hit with something, you are still going to feel it. Like it's not like the movies where like somebody have a vest and get shot like 5 times and they just keep running. No, no, it does not work like that. You get hit with something, you are finna stop. Like then it depends like what it is. Like even the ceramic, it none of that. It's still gonna hurt. Everything's gonna hurt. That's like the Teflon. I know that's gonna hurt. I know that's gonna hurt. But I mean, I got extra pads and all kinds of stuff in them. But I know that's gonna hurt. Um, that's why I just pray, things like that don't happen. But just the fact that the dollar too is so cheap is nuts. Like people are gonna go crazy. Like say they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, well the dollar we don't take the dollar, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like wearing a vest, you break ribs and everything. Like yeah, like a vest just. I mean, you ain't gonna get no holes, but you can get internal bleeding and everything. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people do not think that stuff is just sweet. Like everybody thinks like just shit sweet. That's like in like the movies and stuff like that. Like when people get shot, that's how I know. That's how I know Charlie was dead. When people get shot, they're moving. Like they're moving. Like that adrenaline hits, and you're trying to move. It doesn't matter where you're trying to go. It does not matter. You are trying to you are trying to move. Right. That's exactly what it is. Way too much TV. Like, yeah, my little situation. Dude took off, was gone. That's not what it's not what I recall, But all right, yeah. But that's mixed with drugs and stuff. Drugs and adrenaline is crazy. But I mean, yeah, I've seen people get shot and just sit down. Like I've seen people get knocked into stuff. I've seen people just get shot and just like legit sit down. Like, um, I'm done. Like I am done with this with whatever we're doing. I'm done. Which that was kind of that was like weird. That was really really weird. I think that might have been like shock or something because I ain't never seen or heard anything like that. Dude just sat down. Um, yeah, I think that's another thing too that be like pissing me off. They shit themselves when they die. Like, like that's. I'm just talking about just being shot. I'm not talking about dying. But yeah, yeah, when they die, they shit, and they die with their eyes open. Everybody dies with their eyes. Everything dies with its eyes open. Don't let anybody. Yeah, don't let anybody try to trick you with that and all those things. Hey, hey, girl, do you believe in God? Do you believe in the Most High? The Most High Yah? Come on, phone. Work with me. Do you believe in Jesus? Because there's a lot of little G's out here. There's a lot of little G's. Do you believe in Jesus? Oh, I think now I need to start clarifying it more. Like not Mormon, but like the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Do you believe in the Trinity? Because that's I just realized like the past like month or two that those are like they believe in God, but they don't believe in the Trinity. And I mean, yeah, it'd be wild work. I don't be understanding. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good because it took me a long time to really give my life to God and like have like an understanding of like who He is and how awesome He is and all those things and things. Bro, what's up with these kids? It's crazy because like why aren't y'all asleep? Ow. But yeah, no, it's gonna be something different when he does come back. Well, this gonna be tricky regardless. Like man, like I don't think people understand how much we're gonna get beat up. Have a good night. I don't think people understand how bad it's gonna get when just when the end times truly start to happen. It says everything's gonna be like birth pains and all the just all the stuff. And it's like people should be able to tell like where we are, but then they can't. So it's kind of like why Why can't you guys? Why can't you guys see? But then it be like it just it honestly feels like it's not meant for everybody to see. Like it's just gonna be kind of just a thing, which happens, and it's gonna be just uh, a lot of birth pains, and it's gonna be a lot of lack of understanding. And it's gonna be like, oh, why didn't you tell me? Which is, I mean, is horrible. Oh boy, I'm like dying instantly. That is crazy work. Oh, there's somebody behind me. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to do better, cause things be rough, man. Don't let nobody throw you off your like what you got going on, your ideas and oh my gosh, your ideas and your goals. Don't let nobody shake you off your goals. Well, that's probably the worst thing that can happen to your spirit. Holy crap! I super died. Yeah, that's like the worst thing that can happen to your mind and your spirit and everything else is falling for somebody else's delusion and their fears. You can't fall into oh you can't fall into somebody else's fears because that's what you're that's well that's what my family does. I figure everybody's family would do that. Would be to put put people's fears or put their own fears into your mind. And I don't know if that's a poverty thing, slave mindset thing, black thing. And I'm just keeping a buck. You know, I don't know what that is, but I know it. I know it should not be like that. Uh, that's crazy. I'm gonna die. Yeah, but I think because I think because of the lack of experience and the fear of unknowing is why my family specifically was always not always, but when I started talking the way I was talking, you know, it brought uh it brought fear to them because you know I'm talking about things that they are terrified of, like talking about just you know moving out of state because I got my daughter and just moved out of state. I'm not doing no I'm not doing nothing extra. I'm not staying. I'm not socializing. I'm not nah, cause I know what is it's weird because it took a long time for me to start to like understand like who I am, and I wouldn't even say like I all the way know who I am. I know that God calls me to be a certain way, and I couldn't have been the person that God needs me to be. I don't believe in Portland at all. I don't think that that's a thing, And then Portland has such a weird a weird energy, and just everything about Portland is weird. I just don't I don't think Portland is for anybody. I truly don't. I don't think Portland is a good place for growth. Well, it's really not. Portland isn't a place for growth. You, Nobody I know is uh, that is there has like really grown. I would say like spiritually, but I don't know. The reason why I say they don't grow spiritually is because y'all ain't, it ain't been a like an awakening or anything like that. It ain't been no let's get this and get people riled up to go support the kingdom. It ain't been especially like in the black church, which I think that is like super weird. I mean, it's not super weird, but I mean, when you take into account what we are called to do, or at least attempt to do. Yeah, when you look at, I mean, what we're called to do, what we're supposed to do, it don't be seeming like a bunch of people are really trying to do that. Doesn't seem like a lot of people are trying to save souls. You know, like I mean, it's slowed down a lot. I mean, on my end, it's slowed down a lot because I'm not outside. I'm not outside as much as I used to be. Um, but I mean, that can't be an excuse. That's what it can't be. Start making stuff excuses. And that'd be another thing too. Is folks be well, everything's a reason, which it can't be. How is every how is there a reason for everything? It can't be. It can't. Because again, it just sounds like a bunch of excuses. You're making excuses. You're not doing the things. I would just say that I'm not doing the things. But that's also me. I'm a different kind of person. I'm not gonna sugarcoat and say this and that. I'll say no, I didn't do it. That's it. Because I'd rather me be a man and say I didn't do it and look into why I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that's a that's a bigger thing to me is why, and not a whatever. You feel me? I can't get up there. No, I'm finna get up over here. Praise the Lord. Praise the Most High. Yeah.